Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, welcome to the Palace of Prestidigitation, the land of legerdemain. Please turn off your cell phones and your skepticism and enter the realm of magic. And now what you've all been waiting for, backed by popular demand, the master of mystification himself, the great Pandini! Good evening, good evening, good evening, one and all. Welcome to a world where illusion is truth and wonder is the order of the day. May I have a volunteer? Will the smartest person in the audience please stand up?
Right here.
Thank you, madam. Come right up, please. You know what they say, the more educated, the more intelligent, the easier to fool, especially if she's a little looped. May I offer a beverage? Water, yes?
Tap water.
My apologies. Now we say the magic words, presto, changeo, and...
Sauvignon Blanc?
Correct.
New Zealand.
On the nose.
Not a good year.
A low-budget act.
So, why is it easier to fool an intelligent person?
Because they ask so many questions. They look, but they do not see. You know the hardest person to deceive? A child. Look over there. And since they have no expectations, they observe what is actually happening. Oh, does this watch by any chance belong to you?
Pretty good.
Oh, and these keys, I believe, are yours as well?
Thanks.
The art of magic. What is lost shall be found, what is broken, restored. And talk about windfalls. Have you heard the one about the devoutly religious man who prayed night and day to win the lottery? After 30 years, he finally loses his patience and rails against God. I've spent my whole life praying to you, and I still haven't won a penny. Suddenly the sky goes dark, there's massive thunderclap, and God speaks. So buy a ticket already. And for my next miracle...
You'll heal the sick?
Madam, I can raise the dead. Look what I've done with this audience.
Can you saw a person in half?
I can, but I won't. It's the equipment. You buy the trick. No, my magic is close up. Sleight of hand, the art of misdirection.
You'll do the rope trick, then.
Lady, are you a plant?
I've seen your show every night for a week.
To reveal me for the charlatan I am?
No. I just want to be in a world where miracles happen.
Scene 2. Outpatient hospital rehab unit. David is in a wheelchair. His legs are in braces that reach mid-chest. Corazon stands next to him.
67, 68, 69, 70. 80, 90, 100.
You got a strange way of counting, dude.
You never heard of new math?
They didn't teach that funny stuff in my school.
Where'd you go to school?
I already told you, Rio.
So count for me in Spanish.
We didn't speak Spanish. We spoke Portuguese.
So what's the difference?
It's prettier.
Lay some on me.
No shortcuts, then.
You're wearing me out, Corazon.
I am building your strength.
Count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Set.
8,
Odo.
9,
No.
10.
Death. Oh.
Bueno, you need those muscles to be strong. Your arms will be your new legs.
They better be, because these have left the building, broken from central control. They do what they damn please. Shake, rattle, and roll. And always at the wrong times.
That's just muscle spasms.
I know, but they're useless, or worse. Just like everything from here down. You know what happened last night? I went to the movies. No, I was taken to the movies by Mo to cheer me up, get me to stop stewing in my own juices, feeling sorry for myself. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Okay, so I go to the movies and I piss myself. And I don't even know it until the lights came on.
So?
So?
This culture can't handle natural functions.
My pants were soaking wet.
Next time, empty your leg bag.
I did.
Then skip the supersized cola.
How could I? It was only a nickel more.
So, how was the movie?
Lousy.
What did you see?
Some college frat movie. Animal House meets Dumber and Dumbest. Mo's trying to get me to go back to school. It was closer to aversion therapy. I'm not going back.
Why not? Nothing wrong with your head.
I'm not going back until I can walk through the door. I told you that.
I remember.
I can do it. No pain, no gain.
Who said that?
Every coach I ever had.
I heard you were some hot shot.
Who told you that?
I googled you. 20 points a game?
Yeah, well, that was then.
Duncan Dave. Hey, so what's a dunk?
It's when you stuff the ball from above.
That's some jump.
So can we get started?
You're not too tired?
Not for that.
All right. Then, your walker.
Hold on there. I need my music.
Okay. He presses a button on boombox. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. And one of these days, these boots will walk all over you.
Whoa!
Okay?
Yeah, fine. No, I can do it.
Remember, when you first stand up, the blood rushes to your feet. You can black out.
It's all right. I'm just a little lightheaded. It's all right. I'm a little.
So, how do things look?
They look beautiful.
Bueno. That's enough for today. We'll try again tomorrow.
Not yet.
It's enough for today.
Another few minutes.
What for?
Just hold on.
Hey, can I come in?
Your ride?
Oh my god! Oh my god, Dave, you're standing!
Whoa!
I've got you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No problem. Tomorrow, my man.
See ya.
I feel like such an idiot.
You didn't do anything.
I almost knocked you down.
So I'd have picked myself up.
But you could have gotten hurt.
I didn't.
What did the doctor say about your burn?
It's healing.
So you won't need a skin graft?
I won't need a skin graft.
Who would have thought that an ordinary heating pad...
Can we just stop talking about that now?
Sure, sorry.
And stop saying you're sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about.
Sorry. So, you got up on the braces? That's fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It'll still take a couple of months till I'm really walking.
That's for you.
I didn't mean to snap at you.
I know.
Move over.
Why?
So, I can sit next to you.
But you're fine where you are.
Not close enough.
Okay then, Buster. Get a move on. What should I do?
Score it.
Score what?
My moves, like the Olympics. Speed, style, execution.
The competition is fierce, wheelchair fans.
The Cambodians are currently in first place thanks to their long history of landmines. The Israelis are a close second thanks to the settlements in the Gaza Strip.
The French are on strike. The Italians are on a coffee break.
The Germans refuse to admit that they are anything less than perfect, so it's up to the Americans.
And it's 10, 10, 10! America wins the gold!
Pending the results of the drug tests.
Music from Rocky. Continues the next scene. Scene 3. Coffee shop. Mo and Pandini sit at a table. Pandini is in street clothes.
Caramel latte. Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Caramel latte, please.
I'll have a sparkling water.
That's all you're gonna have?
Can't drink caffeine, makes my hands shake. Gotta have steady hands.
I guess that leaves out booze.
I've been known to make exceptions.
Consistency is overrated.
So is reality.
Is that how you got into magic?
I was tricked into it.
By whom?
My uncle, Sandor the Sly, an amateur magician. He was the only grown-up I ever liked. Used to follow him around, watch him practice, study his routines, memorize his patter. One day we're backstage, he doubles over in pain. It's a burst appendix, he says. He's bullshitting me. I don't know that yet. So he says I have to go on for him. I'm 15, scared out of my mind. But after I do that first trick, the silks,
Silks?
handkerchiefs to you, 3 of them, tied together in double knots, with one snap of my fingers, set them floating free. And as soon as I heard that gasp from the audience, how did he do that? I was hooked.
So you became a magician at 15?
Ran away from home and joined the circus. I've been running ever since. And you, madam?
Maureen.
What brings you to magic, Maureen?
It's for my son. I wonder if you give lessons.
Your son likes magic?
He used to when he was a kid.
Well, yeah, boys. It's a guy thing. As soon as they discover that magic wand, the one between their legs.
Presto changeo.
So, he's voiced an interest in magic, I mean?
No, not really.
What makes you think he'd want to take lessons?
He needs something. He's having a hard time.
Oh?
He's had an accident, a bad accident.
Oh,
He's in a wheelchair.
I'm sorry. But why magic?
He needs an honest lie.
What about an honest shrink?
Won't go.
Why not?
He's 19 years old. He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to adjust to it. Please, I wouldn't be asking you if I didn't think it was important, that it could help.
I see. So how did it happen?
We don't know. His car just went off the road, rolled over an embankment, a 30-foot embankment. I got the message at work. I was teaching Anthropology 101. I was in the middle of one of my favorite lectures, quackutils and potlatches. Good for those rich kids to learn about a tribe where you show how rich you are by how much you give away. Radical concept. The department secretary hands me a slip of paper, one of those, while you were out, your son, auto accident, Alta Bates Hospital. When I get there, they've already put him in this huge bed. It's got a steel cage around it that turns upside down, like a carnival ride. Davey always loved that kind of thing. Roller coasters, Ferris wheels. They make me sick, but when his dad left, I rode them. I didn't want him to be afraid.
How long ago was that?
10 years.
You in touch?
We never were. So they drill these pins into Davey's temples and attach some metal tongs to immobilize his neck. They shave his head. He wanted to do that in high school. Thought it was cool. I wouldn't let him. But he was right. You cannot make a 19-year-old look bad. He hadn't a scratch on his body. Not a bruise, not a break. Except for one, C7. The 7th cervical vertebra. The surgeon's this Gary Cooper type, tells it like it is. Major whiplash, crushed vertebra, severed nerves, complete paralysis, mid-chest down, prognosis for improvement, poor. And he hands me a paper bag with Davey's things. I'm too shaky to drive. I take BART instead. I never use public transportation. I'm a bad citizen. Someone has to show me how to buy a ticket. It's late. There's no one else in the compartment. I just sit there, reading the overhead ads, staring at them mostly the way you stare at the newspaper before the coffee hits. I'm numbed out, I guess. Can't make sense of things.
Can never see that kind of thing coming, can you?
Do you have kids?
No, no. Never had that kind of courage.
You always worry about a kid. First you hold his hand, teach him to look both ways when he crosses the street. Then he's on a bike. Then it's a learner's permit, your car, then his. He needed a car. He saved some money. I chipped in. I wanted a safe car, so we bought a Volvo, a secondhand Volvo. Was it the car? Was something wrong with the car? Maybe. I should have gotten him a new one, or at least new tires. Was it the road? It had rained the night before. The roads were slick. Was he tired? Was he going too fast? I mean, my thoughts are going a mile a minute. I'll have to sell the house. Davy can't handle the stairs. I need to have a new place before he comes home from the hospital. Everything accessible. Need to call the health plan, the car insurance. I get out my pen and notebook, start to make a list. I mean, that's how I get through things. I make lists. And then I hear this banging. Someone is trying to open the door leading from one car to the other, slamming it back and forth, trying to get through. Finally, it bursts open and in comes this drunk, this filthy, smelly drunk. He comes hurtling down the aisle. I pull my feet back, but he falls over them anyway. He lies sprawled on the floor. He grabs at my skirt. Hey, lady, got any spare change?
So what did you do?
Nothing. I ignore him. He crawls across the floor, pulls himself up, hand over hand on the pole, stands, starts to walk away, stagger, really. And I watch him. He can walk. That drunk, he can walk. And my son, my beautiful boy, he will never walk again. And I hate that drunk. He has no right. He doesn't deserve to walk. I want to hit him and hurt him. I open the bag and there are Davy's shoes right on top, black wingtips, worn once. And I fling them at him.
Did you hit him?
In the head.
Then what?
He picked up the shoes and he thanked me.
Scene 4. The Cohen's living room. David sits in wheelchair, Pandini opposite him. Mo, she stands.
Thanks again for coming. So I'll just leave you two to get on with it. You let me know if you need anything.
Like, what would we need, Mo?
A rabbit, a dove, a flaming sword.
And I've got everything I need right here. My 52 assistants, brand new deck. Unless, of course, you'd like to add your charming presence.
I'll be in the kitchen.
So, how did you meet the charming Mo?
She came to the show.
Funny. She was never much for magic.
Well, she said you were, though, when you were a kid.
Gags, mostly. You know, plastic dog shit, fart cushions, candles you can't blow out, things that make other people look dumb.
Smile, you're on candid camera.
Used to be my favorite show. Watching grown-ups make fools of themselves. It was greed, mostly. They wanted something for nothing.
Oh, the things we do when we don't think people are watching.
What I don't get is why those people signed a release.
5 minutes of fame.
As an idiot?
It's the human condition, the paradox of free will. We think we have a choice, but do we? Like flies to wanton boys are we to the gods, they kill us for their sport.
Shakespeare?
Right.
It's either him or the Bible.
Well, you guessed right. Oh, lesson 1. Pick 3 cards. Any cards, turn them face up.
Ace, 10, Jack.
Good. Now choose one of the 3.
Ace.
So I remove the ace. That leaves the jack and the 10. Choose one of those.
The 10.
So I remove the 10. That leaves the jack. Right?
Right.
Nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
Well, let's try it again. Pick a card.
The 10.
So I remove the 10. That leaves the jack and the ace. Choose one of those.
The jack.
So I remove the ace. That leaves the jack.
Wait a minute. You changed the rules.
What rules?
Aren't you supposed to remove the one I pick?
Who says?
So it doesn't matter which one I pick.
That's why it's called the Force, better known as the magician's choice.
So forget free will.
No, it's just not as free as you think. Want to see another?
Does it have a moral?
Nope.
Okay then.
It's all in the hands. The only tools a magician ever needs. Navicular, lunate, trigenium, pisiform, metangular greater, multangular lesser, cuneiform, hamate.
TMI.
Come again?
Too much information.
All right, we'll try this. Never lower Tilly's panties, mother may come home. But the Latin's important, preserves the mystery. Vatican II killed the Mass. Flexor ossis metacarpi pollicis. The opposable thumb separates man from the beast and the magician from the man. And now, regard to its reverse, the abductor obliquus pollicis flexes the thumb away from the palm. Small in ordinary mortals, but in magicians,
Big.
huge. Now, pick a card, any card. Look at it, remember it, don't let me see it. Put it back in the deck, anywhere you like. Now, think of your card. Think hard. Use those gray cells. Better. Better. I'm getting red. I'm getting diamonds. I'm getting a picture card. Is your card by any chance the Queen of Diamonds?
How did you do that?
Once the trick is told, the trick is sold. Is this the one you want to learn?
It's as good as any.
Ah, bad choice. It's all in the equipment. You buy it right next to the fart cushions. The Svengali deck. Every other card is a Queen of Diamonds. The rigged cards are a tad shorter, so when you hold the cards one way, you see nothing but queens. Hold the other way, you got a regular deck.
Magician's choice.
That's right. Now, did you see me turn the deck?
Nope.
The art of misdirection. I made you look where I want you to. See? I gesture with my left hand. I call attention to my left hand. You look at my left hand. Meanwhile, my right is doing all the work. You want to try it?
No thanks.
We could do another.
There's only one thing I want to learn.
How to get out of a fucking chair.
Scene 5. At the rehab.
I know it for a fact, David. Plenty of people can fly. They fly in their dreams and they see things. They see the future, they see the past, they see the dead.
How do you know that?
From the Reader's Digest.
Oh, I thought it was your village shaman.
What village? I grew up in Rio. That's bigger than Los Angeles.
Okay. Don't be so touchy.
So, can this magician guy teach you to fly?
Maybe to levitate. It's a big bucks illusion, though. Needs a lot of equipment, like these braces you just strapped on me.
Okay. Tight enough?
How would I know?
You've got hands. Feel them. Okay, then, flyboy. Here's your walker. On your feet.
Almost up. Up. Look, Ma, no hands.
Bueno! Fantastico! Meraviglioso!
Don't overdo it. So I'm standing. Big wow.
It is a big wow. It is great for your circulation and for your balance.
When do I walk?
You can try it now, if you want.
I want.
Okay, so you remember how?
One foot in front of the other, right?
It's different now. All the strength is in your arms and shoulders. You swing your legs.
What do I do with a walker?
Now you have crutches. Got them?
Okay. Now what?
Position is important. Shoulders, not pits.
I can't move. Damn braces weigh a ton.
Yeah, 40 pounds.
Each?
It just feels that way.
No new miracle lightweight stuff, huh?
No new miracle anything.
What about that electrode stuff they can implant in your brain?
Yeah, only for monkeys.
So far.
It'll take years.
Shit!
You want to try again while you're waiting for the monkeys?
Where's my music?
Perdóname. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. You did it! You took a step! Yes!
Coco won a banana.
Scene 6. Pandini and
We want to pause here and see
Yeah,
if we
I
can
was
straighten
hoping.
out this audio issue.
Yeah, is that okay with everyone?
Okay.
Scene 6. Pandini and Mo sit in coffee house.
I have powers. I can sing the song of the whale and the lamentation of the ant. I can make stars fall from the summer sky. I can summon the wind and the rain. I can plant a child in a woman's womb with one seed of a man's longing. I can pluck the raging tumor from your grandfather's belly and plunge it into the earth where it will bloom like a wild rose. You who hear my voice, cast your doubts upon the mountain where they will be ripped apart like rotting corpses by carrion birds.
Wow! Did you make that up?
Well, that particular incantation was by an Ottavalian Indian translated from the Quechua, but you find it anywhere there are indigenous people. It's your basic rhythm and blues, sympathetic magic. The belief that all things are connected, that we can influence the universe by our actions. Say, if a shaman dresses in antlers and deer hide and dances the dance of the deer, it will help the hunt.
White magic.
Or black, like stealing a lock of an enemy's hair and burning it so he dies of fever.
And it works?
If the object of your attention believes in it, it often does.
You know, in my biz, they say there are two things even magic can't do.
What?
Turn back time and make someone love you.
And everything else is possible.
Well, everything else is a variation on three basic illusions.
Which are?
Vanishing, appearances, and transformations.
Vanishings. Something is there and then it's not.
Appearances, something's not there and then it is.
And transformations?
Everything else. Suspension, levitation, sawing a person in half.
And restoring them?
Like new.
Or better?
What's better than new?
Ever read The Velveteen Rabbit? No, I'm sorry, of course not. You don't have kids.
What do you mean? I just finished Harry Potter.
You don't get points for that. It's required reading for a wizard. No, The Velveteen Rabbit is about a rabbit that gets all raggedy from being schlepped around by this kid. It loses its stuffing, its ear, its eye. The kid's mother wants to throw it out, but the kid saves it. And then the rabbit becomes real. Because it isn't beauty and youth that make you real.
What makes you real?
In the book?
Yeah.
Love makes you real. It's just an old kid's book. I mean, it's an old book for kids.
Sometimes those are the best kind.
The hero kills the dragon and then gets to go home again.
Bearing the golden fleece.
In the hand of the princess.
And there is great rejoicing in the land.
And they live happily ever after.
Until the next heartache.
And countless ills the flesh is heir to. So what do you think? You think love makes us real?
I wouldn't know. I'm still in training.
Scene 7. Rehab. Hospital. David is strapped into braces.
Okay, David, here we go. Controlled pelvis using head hips relationship. Balanced standing. Weight shift in standing. Lift and move one crutch. Step forward with one leg. Step to side with one leg. Step back with one. Lift and move two crutches. Swing through step. Drag to step. Swing.
So how much longer is this going to take?
For what?
To get across the room.
Depends on how long you practice.
Every waking hour, just what I've been doing. So how long?
Not too much longer.
Then why don't I see any progress?
What do you mean? I see a lot.
In your dreams.
Listen, mijo, your trunk is upright, weight is balanced, crutches are parallel, eyes forward, head up. No signs of dizziness? I'd say that's a lot.
For a chart entry, yeah. For real life, no way. When am I going to be able to walk?
You're doing it now.
No, Corazon, I am not doing it now. I am taking one lousy step forward. It takes forever and I can't breathe. That's not walking.
So what are we talking about here? Speed?
We're talking about getting across the room. Today.
It will always be quicker in a chair.
What do you mean?
Braces are slow.
But it's going to get better.
Maybe? A little?
Maybe? A little? Shit!
You asked to try? We are trying.
But it's not gonna work!
In lesions like yours, it is very difficult. It can be done, but sometimes it's not worth it.
Sometimes?
Usually,
Then why the fuck are we going through this?
it is still a good thing. Good for your blood, for your bones, for your...
Why are we doing this?
You had to see for yourself. Young men, they never believe. They always think they will be the one.
God damn you! You lied to me!
David!
Stay away!
Scene 8. Hospital courtyard. Stacy sits on bench, holding 2 styrofoam containers. David enters in wheelchair.
Hey, almost gave up on you.
Sorry.
No problem. Here you go.
No thanks.
Mocha caramel, your favorite.
No.
Watching the old waistline, huh? Well, that makes one of us. What's that look? Think I should switch to low fat? Hey, something wrong?
What could possibly be wrong?
Was rehab a bummer? I bet you're beat. That Latin chick can be a mega cheerleader.
Right.
I just meant
What? What did you mean?
nothing. I was just making conversation.
Well, don't.
Well, excuse me for living.
I do.
What?
Excuse you for living.
Look, David, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. You're entitled, okay? Can we go now? My meter's running out.
I bet it is.
Will you stop this?
I will, baby. I'll stop it right now. Just go on home.
What about you? Aren't you coming?
I'm gonna stay. I need some time to think.
Okay, fine. I'll go feed the meter and come back. How much time do you want? Half an hour?
I don't know.
How are you going to get home?
I'll figure it out.
But
I'll call a cab, okay?
I don't mind waiting. It's really
Look,
not a...
you don't owe me anything.
It's not about owing, it's about caring. I love you.
Still.
What?
I still love you.
I didn't say that.
Then how come I heard it? Look, I can't stand your pity anymore.
I don't pity you. I'm proud of you.
Oh, yeah, I'm really something. King of the Crips, Sultan of Spaz.
None of that matters.
It matters to me. It matters that when I come into a room, people don't know where to look. Hey, I'm down here. We go into a restaurant and the waiter asks you, what does he want to eat? What does he want to eat? I can talk, asshole. I just can't walk.
David.
You're not up to this, Stace. You don't know the half of it. It's not just my legs. It's pressure sores, hemorrhoids, kidney infections, blood clots, bladder incontinence, bowel incontinence, impotence. So get out of here. Now, I mean it. Fuck. I'm not gonna start. Because it's not like it's some kind of well that's just gonna run dry. This is an ocean, man, and I'll drown. And take everyone with me.
Scene 9. The Cohen's living room. David sitting in wheelchair, all dressed up.
Are you sure you've got everything you need?
Yeah.
What are you going to do tonight?
Oh, I thought I'd catch a plane to Rio. Corazon is teaching me the language. I learned my first sentence. Now falo português.
And what does that mean?
I don't speak Portuguese.
It's a start. So you'll be all right.
Sure. Why do you keep asking?
I don't know. I guess I don't like leaving you at night.
I'm a big boy, Mo.
I know. It's not like I have to go. I mean, it's not like a date or anything. I'm just going to watch his show.
Sure. Have fun.
He's trying out a new routine. He wants my opinion. You're enjoying the lessons, right?
They're okay.
I just thought they might be interesting. You used to.
They're fine. Go.
Stacy dropping by later?
No. Why would she?
It's Saturday night. Don't you usually?
I gave her the night off.
Sure. Everything okay between you two?
Terrific.
She's a nice girl.
You didn't think so before.
I just didn't think you should get serious that young.
Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's over.
What's over?
Stacy and me getting engaged.
Well, waiting a while seems like a good idea. I mean, there's a lot to be worked out.
Yeah, like catheters and suppositories.
Davey.
So, what time is the show?
8.
You better get going.
I'm going. Thanks for the hug. Pandini's a nice guy, don't you think?
If you like disappearing acts.
Always was my weakness. Here's the remote and your cell phone. There's a pitcher of lemonade on the table. Remember, you've got to drink 8 glasses a day. Otherwise, your kidneys.
I know.
I'll be back by 11.
Night, Mo.
How did rehab go?
Fine.
Making progress?
Taking a break.
Why's that?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. Love you.
Love you too.
Transfers from wheelchair to couch. Gets out box of CDs. Puts on Beatles. Starts at beginning yesterday. And he listens to it. Picks out a vial of pills from his shirt pocket. Spills a few into his hands, stares at them, swallows them. He waits. He then switches CD to Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want. Then swallows more pills, drinks. He leans head back against pillow, closes his eyes. They're taking effect. He's becoming drowsy. Starting to slip under, startles as if he is falling from a great height and stops himself by catching a ledge. He fumbles for the phone. The phone falls from his hand. Ringtone rises to the sound of an ambulance siren. Scene 10, waiting room at hospital. Mo, Stacy, Corazon sit in pace.
How long do visiting hours last?
For another hour?
So when can we see him?
When his other visitor leaves.
Okay. Here's a news flash. Vogue magazine says pink is the new black.
I thought yellow was the new black. Who can keep up? Oh, here's something else. Fruit of the Month Club.
I've got some candidates.
My uncle used to send us grapefruits from Miami every year for the holidays. I never had the heart to tell him we hated grapefruits.
Even the pink ones?
How did I know they were the new black?
Why do they make you order months of apples and pears before you can get one goddamn cherry?
Because life is in a goddamn bowl of cherries, girl. Don't take it too mysterious. Don't take it too serious. Life is too mysterious.
For a non-native speaker, Corazon, you sure know your American idiom.
Thank you. I love music. It's a good way to learn the language. Like, if you want to learn my language, listen to fados.
What's that?
Portuguese blues. Fado means fate. It's about longing for what used to be, yearning for what you'll never have.
It sounds sad.
It's a good sad. It's about the dignity of accepting one's destiny, of knowing that no matter how much and how well you plan, things happen that are out of your control.
It still sounds sad.
It's bigger than sad. It's tragic. A terrible thing happens and there is no one to blame.
But it helps to sing about it.
See, in Rio, everyone goes to hear fado, to hear the fadesta sing the sorrows of the world. You go at night with your friends, you sit close to each other in the dark, pound the table, spill your wine, and wail fadesta! Put your hand upon my heart. Esta tristeza que trago foi de vós que a recebi.
What's that one called?
My wound. How can I bear the pain?
It's all my fault that David's in there. That he tried to kill himself. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't strong enough.
I knew something was wrong that night. He wasn't himself. He told me to go and I shouldn't have left him.
Lo siento. Mea culpa. I could have prepared him. I knew he was building his hopes too high. I could have warned him. And yet, a única saída é através. A única saída é através.
What does it mean?
The only way out is through.
Scene 11, hospital room. David is in bed. Pandini sits quietly by his side, quietly fanning a deck of cards.
Well, it's about time you woke up.
You again? Pick a card, any card.
Well, better card tricks than seances. It's a hell of a stunt you pulled. Good box office, though. Greatest magician of all time, Houdini, said, best way to draw a crowd is to try and do something that if it fails could kill you. You came real close.
Not close enough.
In Hawaii, the ex-surfers just strap themselves into their wheelchairs and roll into the pool. It's a sure thing.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
I read this story about jumpers.
Jumpers?
The guys who've jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. No one's ever done it twice.
No kidding.
No. I mean the ones who survived. Something happened to them as soon as they let go. Something changed. When they hit the water, broken legs and all, they tried to swim. One guy said, I thought my whole life was fucked, but I let go of that railing. I realized only one thing was fucked. What I had just done. So you dialed 911.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess I didn't want to die. I thought I did. It was like a part of me, like who I thought I was, who I used to be, had to die, so another part could live.
So what does the other part want?
I know. I'm just hanging right now,
But you're going to find out.
I suppose.
You did a brave thing.
Trying to off myself?
Going for it, full out, whatever it took. How did you do that?
Once the trick is told, the trick is sold.
Lay it on me.
Ever go whitewatering?
What, in a raft or something?
In anything? A kayak, a canoe?
Oh, no, I don't like the water.
Neither does Mo. But I love it. We ran every river we could. The Stanislaus, the Merced, the American. It wasn't her thing, but she did it for me. The whole bit. The tent, the hiking, the mosquitoes. We'd go with some wilderness outfit. They'd give us the same spiel every time. The safety spiel. What to do if you fell out of the raft. Don't get trapped under the boat. Hold on to your paddle. Feet first down the rapids. Drift downstream and wait to get picked up. And then they'd tell you to fall in still water so you'd know what it felt like. And I never would. I didn't want to get cold and wet, and I had no plans to fall out, but one day I did. It was our last day in Colorado on Widowmaker, rated 9, the biggest rapid you can run. It was May, and the river was real high. Record runoff from the snowpack. We were paddling in, and the raft went up, and I was thrown off. Right by this humongous rock with a thick sheet of water spilling over it and spilling back in this big circle. They call it a washing machine. It's like a big sinkhole, and the suction just pulls you down into it. And it's so deep and so black, and it spins you around so hard that you lose all sense of direction. And it's futile to fight because you'll just get exhausted and drown. The only thing you can do is hold your breath and force yourself down, as far down as you can go, until you hit rock bottom.
Then what?
If you're lucky, the river spits you out.
Did you ever run another river?
Sure. Every year. Me and Mo.
You two are something else.
What do you mean?
That I admire you.
For what?
You take risks, big risks.
What else can you do?
You up for one more trick?
Thanks, but I think I'm through with magic.
No, well, this one's for Mo. I'd appreciate it if you show it to her, okay? Hand you this big, large red paper heart.
Paper heart? So, what do I do with it?
Fold it tight, tear it into bits, toss the pieces into the air, tell her to catch one.
And then?
All will be revealed. Hey, I should get out of here. There's a whole bunch of ladies waiting to see you. They're going to be jealous that you woke up on my watch.
Are they okay?
You'll find out.
Oh, Davy. Oh, thank God.
David, oh, sweetie.
But David, As soon as you get home, we train for real.
Oh, sorry. Scene 12, Corazon and David at home. David in wheelchair.
Bueno, gringo. Remember, shoulder roll. Protect your head. Here comes the hit.
Ow!
If that were the street, you'd have a concussion.
I plan on staying in the chair.
Man supposes, God disposes, big shot. Up and at him.
Why don't we just do the mat exercises? I'm in position.
Nice try. Step 1, get the chair upright. Brakes locked. Now, you've got a choice. Side, front, or back approach.
Brute force and ignorance.
You got it. Front approach. The least finesse and the most strength. Sit with knees flexed. Knees in front of chairs casters. One hand on seat, one on floor. Lift buttocks off floor. Push downward on both hands. Twist head and trunk down and away from chair. Assume upright kneeling position in front of chair. Remember, push down on the chair. If you pull it, it'll tip. Higher. Come on. Now.
Hey! Give me 5.
Good. Now, we do it again.
What? Don't I get a break?
5 minutes.
Slave driver.
I got you something.
You did? What?
The Waters of March by Jobim. Such a great song.
Yeah.
Like there's room for everything.
So, what's she saying in Portuguese?
I don't know.
But you're from Brazil?
My mom is from Puerto Rico. I was born in the Bronx.
Then what about the Portuguese?
Beautiful language. I am trying to learn it.
So why did you say you were from Brazil?
It's America. You've got to reinvent yourself. So, want to dance?
Huh?
You heard me. Samba is my life, querido. I live for the dance. Everything is dance. Everything is in motion all the time. Free your mind, mi amor. Let it sway like a flower in the wind. Stop thinking. Surrender. Throw yourself into the carnival of the world. Wake up. Dance away time. In my country, we dance out of the womb. We dance our way into the schoolroom and out the back door. Sitting is not for us. We dance. Love is the supreme dance. Dance through the little death. Dance through the big death. Listen to the music, mi amado. Look around you. The world is dancing. The galaxies are spinning. The oak trees and the grizzly bears and each molecule of your skin and your bones and your flesh are dancing while you search the floor for a suitable partner, while you wait with an empty dance card dangling from your lonely wrist, eyes downcast. Smile, mijo, lift the corners of your mouth. Turn and meet the eyes of the person next to you and dance. Never mind that you do not know the steps. Music forgives. Come.
Dance?
Why not?
You're kidding.
No.
I was never much of a dancer.
So you won't miss it so much?
Not as much as some things.
Like?
Never mind. I won't be doing that either.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't feel anything.
Give me your hand. Put it here.
Hey.
You feel that?
Yes?
So do I. Now your other hand. You feel that?
Uh-huh.
My turn. Do you feel that?
Yes?
And this?
I can't.
Now what?
You know what?
You're so wrong, querido.
I can't feel it.
You can see it. Watch my hand. Remember.
What do we do now?
Everything.
What about my catheter?
I'll move it out of the way.
And my leg bag?
Shh, 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 shh. Close your eyes. Listen to the music. Dance with me.
In the background, we hear the English lyrics of The Waters of March. Starts with sticks and stones. It's the end of the road. It's a feeling alone. It's the weight of your load. It's a sliver of glass. It's life. It's the sun. It's night. It's death. It's a knife. It's a gun. The flower that blooms. A fox in the bush. A knot in the wound. The song of a thrush. It's the mystery of life, the steps in the hall, the sound of the wind and the waterfall. It's the wind blowing free, it's the curve of the slope, it's an ant, it's a bee, it's a reason for hope. And the river banks sing of the waters of March. It's the promise of spring, it's the joy in your heart. And the riverbank sings of the waters of March. It's the promise of spring, it's the joy in your heart. Scene 13. Mo and Pandini in Pandini's hotel bed, drinking wine.
Comfortable?
Hmm.
Another pillow?
Sure.
So where was I?
You were a fat, four-eyed kid in a cape and a top hat.
While the other kids were being kids, I stayed in my room and practiced magic. In my bed, mostly. You drop a lot of cards when you're learning, easier to pick them up off your blanket than the floor. My parents would give cocktail parties. I'd perform for their guests. All these half-looped adults would stop groping each other to watch my mini Houdini act. They'd corner me after, "Pincus, you little schmendrick, how do you do that?" "Sorry," I'd say, "I have to go to bed now." They wanted to wring my precious little neck. And then along came Sharon,
And who was this little temptress?
the daughter of my mother's best friend. She was 11, just like me. It was after a Hanukkah performance. We walked to the park. She took my hand. "How did you do that one?" she purred. "The one with the little color cube?" To no adult had I ever revealed my secrets. My own mother didn't know, would never know the secret workings of my act. But who were they to compare with Sharon? Would Sharon reject me if I refused her? Would she think even more of me when I revealed how simple the trick, but what a skilled performer? Would she be even more enchanted that I had laid myself bare, given her the gift I had never given anyone else?
So you told her?
I showed her. I turned the box around, revealing the secret cube inside, and as I watched, her beautiful brown eyes just lit up with the joy of insight, of understanding.
And she kissed you?
She kissed me, Off. Is that all there is? And she dropped my hand. And in that instant, I learned why you never tell them how it's done. You must never cause that disappointment when the illusion is torn away. That disillusionment. They must leave the chamber with the magician's image intact. Only then can they retain the sensation, the feeling of magic. Delilah cut Samson's hair to rob him of his powers, but I had turned the blade upon myself, and in her eyes, I watched my powers drain away.
You were very good tonight.
Well, that was no performance. That was real.
Pretty good for the first time.
I need practice.
Me too. Come closer. Ooh, is that a quarter in your ear?
Hey!
Davy does it better.
He's going to be all right, your boy.
I hope so.
And you?
Me? Of course. Why not?
It's been rough on you.
You know, when Davy was little, he used to climb on everything, and he'd fall off a lot. And he'd scream his head off. I'd run over and pound the floor. Bad floor, you hurt Davy. He'd stop crying, just like that. And start hitting the floor too.
He's lucky he has you.
It's a mutual swindle.
So you'll keep me posted?
What?
Well, we'll stay in touch, right?
Sure. But
Gig's over. Time to move on.
move on where?
Don't know yet.
But you'll be back.
Maybe.
But I thought
What?
that you liked it here,
I did?
and now you don't.
I don't make plans, Mo. You understand, don't you?
Sure.
And Davy's got the basics.
He'll miss you. And so will I.
Not the guy for you, Mo. I can't sustain it.
How would you know? You don't stay long enough to find out.
Scene 14. Later that evening, Stacy and David at a coffee house in a shopping mall.
Thanks for meeting up, Stace.
I've been texting for weeks. Why didn't you answer?
Didn't have anything to say.
And now you do?
I do. I'm going back to school.
Really? It's great.
Not to state, though.
Then where?
UCLA.
In Los Angeles.
Last I checked.
I'll miss you.
We'll stay in touch.
You'll answer my texts
Sure.
and my phone calls.
You've got my number.
Oh, I've got your number all right, but I still don't know why you have to go that far away.
LA's not that far, and the campus is completely accessible.
And what about those Beverly Hill blondes? Are they accessible?
Could be. Once they see my humongous parking space. Ready? I'm jonesing for a mocha caramel.
Oh, that poor boy gave his legs for his country. Must have been Iraq. Or the other one. Where's my purse? You don't suppose he'd be insulted, do you? I just want to give him something.
Mommy, what's wrong with that man? Why is the lady pushing him? Why can't he walk? I'm not staring.
Let me get that door for you, son. What do you mean you don't want to go in? I'm holding the door.
Do you suppose that's his girlfriend? Oh my God. I mean, how can she do it? Can he do it? Do you think they do it? Oh my God.
Want to ride?
Sure. I'm not too heavy.
Hang on.
Hey, bro, slow down. Think you own the whole friggin' sidewalk.
Just taking my own friggin' half.
There's a wheelie sound of loud rap music. Scene 15. Later that night, the Cohen's living room.
Hey, I'm home.
You're early?
Am I?
So, how was it?
Fine.
Old guy had a few new tricks up his sleeve?
Crowd loved him.
I didn't mean the show.
So what did you do tonight?
Surf the web.
Oh,
Looking for a new car.
that's great. What kind?
Something red and macho with hand controls. Something to flex my flexor ossis metacarpi.
Oh, you're in a good mood.
Am I?
You're grinning like a monkey with a new banana.
Call me Coco.
Huh? Okay, so all right, don't tell me. Oh, Beam. That's a new one.
Cortisone brought it.
I didn't know she was coming over.
Home visit.
Oh, so that's why you're in such good spirits.
Yep. Ministering angel.
She's really great.
Yeah, she is. Even though she's not from Brazil.
She isn't. Then why did she say?
Go figure.
You know Pandini's real name? Pinkus Slotnick.
Pinkus Slotnick? Doesn't have quite the same ring. You really like that guy?
He was all right.
He liked you.
Not enough
For what?
to stick around.
Hey, Mo.
I'm getting too old for this,
For what?
for picking the wrong guy. I heard this interview on NPR while I was driving home. New bestseller. How to Find a Husband After 45. Apparently, it's less likely than being hit by lightning. Book is full of helpful hints. Take up a male-friendly sport like golf.
Or if you like them young, video games?
Yeah. Frequent pizza parlors on Wednesday nights, a favorite haunt for divorced dads with midweek visitation rights.
Especially at happy hour.
Use every opportunity to meet a man, even jury duty.
As long as he's not the defendant.
Think I should buy the book?
I've got a better one. What is real? The Velveteen Rabbit asked.
Real isn't how you were made, said the skin horse. It's a thing that happens to you. When someone loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you, then you become real.
Generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off, and your eyes drop out, and you get loose in the joints and very shabby.
So that's what I have to look forward to?
I didn't expect.
Magicians aim to surprise. Couldn't leave without saying goodbye. And I needed to check on something.
What's that?
Did you show Mo the trick I gave you?
No, not yet.
All right, well, you mind if I do it? Large paper heart. Fold it once, twice, thrice. Many. Get ready.
For what?
Tears it into bits, throws the pieces in the air.
Confetti. Catch one. Anyone.
Now what?
Open it.
Mo slowly unfolds the fragment again and again until finally it emerges as a large, intact heart, twice the shape of the first heart. She holds it out at arm's length.
Wow, it's huge. How did you do that?
Nature's a law, Mo. When hearts are torn apart, they get bigger.
Awesome.
As Mo brings the paper heart to her chest, the stage is flooded with tiny clenched hearts opening. The Waters of March plays Jovim's version. End of play.
Bravo.
Nice
Bravo.
reading, guys.
Yeah. That was lovely. That was just lovely.
Lovely, lovely.